Kyle, sticking with the Marvel news, Thor 5 is in development, and Taika Waititi is in fact in talks to return to direct. Right, first things first. One, I don't know what this does to his Star Wars film. This kind of shuts down his Star Wars film now, especially because he wasn't there on stage when they was announcing all three of them new films that they're doing. I think his Star Wars film's dead. And two, the fucking outcry there has been because Taika Waititi might be directing this is fucking ridiculous. We are very, movie fans, we don't have long-term memory, we've got very short-term memory. Now, I admit, I am one of the few people who like Thor Love and Thunder. I do like it, I thought it was funny, I thought it was a fun time. Yeah, it got a bit silly sometimes, but I do like this film. But the fan outcry for Taika Waititi possibly returning to direct this has been ridiculous. You're telling me you do not want possibly one of the greatest directors working today doing your Thor film? Are you fucking mad? Are you fucking insane? This guy's amazing. He's an amazing director. Yeah, Thor 4, Love and Thunder is not his strongest film, but there's Jojo Rabbit, which is an amazing film. Oscar-winning film for him, by the way. Have you seen Boy? That's great. Hunt for the Wilder People. That's great. What We Do in the Shadows. Great. Taika Waititi is the man who made you fall in love with Thor in the first place, with Thor Ragnarok. Listen, this is one misstep.
I'll say this just real quick. I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. I just hope we get to see Thor being taken a bit more seriously.
Yeah, and this
like
is
I said, this is more serious than how he was in Ragnarok. I want like a nice balance between how he was in Ragnarok and how he was in his OG films. I want to see a more brutal Thor after being sort of worn torn. He's aged up a little bit more. Like people complain a lot about Smart Hulk and how Hulk was nerfed. After his own film, and I'm like, I can see that. I get that. I mean, I saw a clip of the is it Banner, the actor who played the Hulk in the 2000s Hulk film, and just how crazy strong that Hulk was. It's like, I'd love to see that Hulk come back, like a stronger, brutal Hulk, instead of the more, a little bit casual. I get it, they're doing something new with him, and that's what I want for Thor. I want him to just be brutal. I want him to be... He's Thor, do you know what I mean? Like, he's a Norse god. I just hope that when they do, if they do this film, that they really amp up the seriousness of the of the God of War, who's set to appear.
Hercules.
Hercules, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I do think Hercules will be maybe an antagonist, maybe not the villain, but an antagonist. They'll probably end up working together. But just 1 minute, I'm going to finish my Taika Waititi defending rant. So yeah, all these people have been complaining. I think you're dumb and short-sighted, because I do think he is one of the greatest directors working today. And if you can't see that, and you can't look past that, and yet he's made one misstep, and you're like, no, keep him away from Thor, keep him away from Thor. I'd like to see you do a better fucking job, because Taika Waititi can do.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Colin. Right? They don't go bitching to fucking Kevin Feige whenever fucking we get a Quantum Mania. We don't see anyone bitching about that. Like, Kevin Feige has a big part in these films.
Yeah.
And everyone knows it. But they never. Yeah, exactly. They never blame anyone else. It's like, people can have missteps. People can make mistakes. Yep. But look at what they've done greatly. Just stop being so short-sighted and just grow up.
It's
really.
The short-sighted, and grow up, because someone will probably disagree with me and say they liked Thor before Ragnarok. I liked Thor before Ragnarok, but he wasn't in my...
I'm one of the very few who, I don't think it's the best Thor movie. I think it is probably the least best Thor movie, but I still had a good time. I enjoy Dark World more than Iron Man 3, and I was on Team Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know,
But
so
people just need to get over this.
we can't rant about this column any longer because people, at the end of the day, this is the real fact. People will complain no matter what.
No
So
matter what.
just leave it. Let them complain. We won't acknowledge them.
Yeah.
You acknowledge them, they complain more. That's all it is.
Yeah. But
So fuck you.
one thing I do want to add is this hasn't been confirmed yet or anything like that. Well, the leaks have come from who's it come from now? I don't believe it's Can We Get Some Toast. It is My Time to Shine Hello with this. And apparently Kang might be a villain in this. Kang in Doctor Strange 3. Kang in 4-5. Now, to me, what it looks like they're doing is they're really trying to tie everything together now and push it forward to that Kang Dynasty film. So, what do you think? What do you think the chances are of Kang being a villain in 4-5? And would you like to see Kang as a villain in 4-5?
I mean, it makes more sense for me than any other because we've got that sort of theory of Thor may die or may be,
lose his arm or something to the hands of
Kang. So, something serious damage is going to happen to Thor maybe in Kang Dynasty. I think this would be a great way to set it up, is like, oh, he's beaten him in his own movie, and then he's like, oh, I've dealt with Kang before, and he just goes in, because let's be honest, Thor's pretty hot-headed, he's still quite hot-headed. So, look at Infinity War when he's like, I'm going to go get a weapon to chop Thanos' big head off.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally
what kind of weapon you getting? The Thanos killing kind.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean?
That is the type of Thor I want to see again.
That's what I mean. Yeah. That's the brutally, not brutal, but like it's more serious Thor I want to see. So yeah, I think that'd be really cool.
Who did have comedic elements in Infinity War?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. It wasn't like as overly silly like in Thor 4, but if they could do that version of Thor again in this next movie, I'm all for it. I just
let's go full circle.
Go on.
Kang destroys Stormbreaker.
What would he have them?
He's got Mjolnir again, hasn't he? But no, that'd just be repeating itself. But it'd be cool, like in that like juxtaposition of like Thanos couldn't stop it with all the Infinity Stones, and like maybe Kang just like does some time shit on it and like turns it, like just makes it because trees grow on the edge. So I don't know, he does something to it. It just obliterates it. But yeah, I'm excited if we're getting a 4-5. Thor is the character I saw the most potential with after Endgame. We both said, yeah, it makes sense for Cap to be out right now. It makes sense for Iron Man to be out right now, but there's so much they can do with Thor. And there is so much they can do with Thor. Yeah, there was wasted potential with God the God Butcher. Yeah, the film was a little bit silly. But if Taika Waititi's doing this, I'm 100% on board. Because Would you agree he's one of the best directors working today?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, I think his Star Wars film's out the window, but still,